Ankh Yuja Seneb, Life, Prosperity, and Health. Welcome to Holistic Physical Education. This is our first fitness lesson, so it's only right we honor the foundation. We're starting where all true strength begins, from the feet up. Before the muscles fire, before the bones align, before the stride gets corrected, we soak. Why? Because restoration begins with stillness. This water isn't just warm, it's wise. Salt to detox, magnesium to relax, lavender to open the breath, and time to remind your feet you matter. You've walked through decades without thanks. This moment is overdue. Our feet are the most used, most abused, and most ignored part of the body. We stretch our hamstrings, we foam roll our glutes, but the feet, we just strap them in tight shoes and hope for the best. But if you want balance, if you want strength, agility, pain relief, posture, power, you start here. Because feet aren't just about movement, they're about message. Every nerve down here is talking to your brain, and soaking is how we say, I'm listening. Let's talk structure. This right here, this is your foot, not just a base, a biomechanical masterpiece. 26 bones per foot, over a quarter of your total bones, right here. 33 joints, built for adaptation, over 100 muscles, tendons, and ligaments, built for control, balance, and response. And the arches? You've got 3. Most folks only know the one that collapses, but there's a medial arch, lateral arch, and transverse arch. They form a spring system.
Not a flat platform, not a static shape. A spring, built to load, absorb, recoil, reset. But guess what kills that spring? Soft shoes, hard concrete sitting for 12 hours a day. You were born with springs. You're walking like you got bricks. Now let me drop a gem. Your foot is the origin point of your gait cycle. If your gait is off, it's not just a foot problem. It's a whole body compensation loop. Foot dysfunction becomes knee strain, becomes hip tilt, becomes spine misalignment, becomes shoulder imbalance, becomes headaches. Yeah, you could be dealing with tension in your neck because your arch collapsed years ago. This ain't just fitness. This is physics. This is how energy travels to the chain. Fix the foot, realign the system. Let's keep it real. Most people are walking on dead feet. Numb, weak, collapsed, disconnected. You think you're standing upright, but your base is offline. Why? Shoes. Narrow toe boxes deform the forefoot cushioning. Too much padding cuts off feedback. Culture, sitting too long, standing too little. Fashion, stiff soles, high heels, zero mobility. Your foot has thousands of proprioceptors, sensors that tell your brain where your body is in space. But when your feet can't feel, your balance suffers, your coordination dulls. Your reflexes fade, your power disappears. You're not clumsy, you're sensory deprived. And we treat the symptoms. Knee brace, back pain meds, plantar fasciitis insoles, but never the root. And that root is right under you. The same foot you just shoved into a cushioned brick with no soul. Yeah, soul with no soul. That's what we're here to fix. Let me introduce you to these OGs right here. These Vibrams been with me for over a decade. 13 years of walking, sprinting, stretching, testifying. I still remember the first time I saw a pair of Vibram FiveFingers. I was going to Total Nutrition, a fitness gym back then, and suddenly, everybody was wearing these wild-looking shoes I'd never seen before. Even the owner. They look like gloves for your feet. I was like, yo, those are for me. At the time, I didn't even know what they were called. I started searching online, Amazon. They just started carrying them though. But this was back in 2013. Options were limited. Then I heard they just built a Dick's Sporting Goods nearby. So I pulled up, walked in, started browsing. Sure enough, I spotted some 5-toe shoes on the shelf. I was hyped, grabbed a pair, tried them on, and I was like, this is it. These the ones. Except, they weren't. I looked down at my feet feeling proud until I noticed everybody else staring at me like, What are those? That's when I realized I bought the bootlegs. They had the wrong name and everything. Thought I had Vibrams, but they were just some knockoffs. Fast forward to today, and now I get that same question all the time. Where'd you get those shoes from? And now I can finally say, straight from the source. Since that day, I've been walking this journey, literally and spiritually, in my real Vibram FiveFingers. These shoes ain't just about toe pockets and ninja vibes. It's a conversation starter between your foot and your brain. That's called proprioception. The more your foot feels, the more your brain adapts. That's movement intelligence. And guess what? Cushion kills it. Vibrams gave me the platform to retrain my gait, to reclaim the spring in my arch, to unlock power from the ground up. This ain't about selling shoes. It's about liberating feet. And here's where it gets deep. Your feet are not just mechanical. They're energetic maps. In reflexology, the foot mirrors the whole body. Big toe, brain and pituitary gland. Ball of the foot, heart and lungs. Arch, liver, pancreas, kidneys. Heel, lower back and sciatic nerves. Think about that. When you press into your arch, you're literally stimulating your digestive system. Massage your heel, you're easing tension in your hips. Your entire being is wired through these nerve endings. And that's not new age fluff. That's nervous system reality. Thousands of nerve endings converge in your souls. Touch the foot, and you touch the whole. That's why a foot massage can feel like a full body exhale. It's healing from the bottom up. Let me show you how to bring your feet back online. You don't need a spa or a budget. You need a ball, your thumbs, a towel, and some love. Start at the heel, work toward the toes. Press into the arch, breathe through it. Rotate each toe like you're unlocking a key. Glide along the outer edge. Don't forget the top of the foot. Pro tip, do it after soaking, or in the shower, or before bed, or while watching TV. Foot care is lifestyle, not a task. And if your foot starts cramping, congrats. That's your nervous system reconnecting. It's not just a massage, it's a message. We're waking up now. You ever seen somebody with flat feet, tight calves, knee pain, and a weak core? That's not a coincidence. That's the collapsed chain. Your foot is the base of the kinetic chain. When it collapses, everything above compensates. But when it activates, the whole body comes alive. Let's rebuild that chain. Grab your resistance band. We're hitting 4 primal directions. Dorsiflexion. Pull your toes toward your knee. This wakes up your anterior tibial shin armor. Plantar flexion. Press down like you're stepping on the gas. Fire up the calf. Reinforce the foot's propulsion system. Eversion. Pull foot outward. Strengthen the peroneus. Prevent ankle sprains. Inversion. Pull inward. Target the medial arch. That's where the foot lifts back up. Slow, controlled, intentional. This ain't boot camp. This is neuromuscular rehab. 2 to 3 rounds. Barefoot. Breathing. Connected. Observational. Most people walk like they're dragging weights. No push-off. No engagement. Just flop, flop, flop. Let me break it down. Phase 1. Heel strike. It's not a crash. It's a kiss to the ground. Phase 2. Foot tripod. Heel. Big toe. Pinky toe. Triangle of balance. Phase 3, toe off. Power comes from the toes, especially the big one. If your big toe is lazy, your glutes won't fire. If your glutes don't fire, you're falling forward with style. Drills, towel drags, heel to toe rows, cone walks, single leg balance. Barefoot training rewires the nervous system. It's not regression, it's evolution. Let's talk about the epidemic. Not C19, not monkeypox. Not high blood pressure. Let's talk Crocs. Yeah, you heard me. Crocs have quietly become the uniform of comfort culture. Everybody got a pair. Your neighbor got a pair for gardening. Your cousin got a pair for errands. Your uncle got a pair he calls his serious business Crocs, like taking out the trash or standing at the grill. There's Crocs for the beach, Crocs for the kitchen, Crocs that look like they've been through a war, and Crocs that ain't never seen a speck of dirt. And look, I get it. They're soft. They slip on quick.
They come in every color of the rainbow. They even got the little charms now. People out here dressing up Crocs like a Christmas tree. But let's get one thing straight. Just because something's comfortable doesn't mean it's good for you. That marshmallow squish under your feet, that's not freedom. That's foot prison with plastic walls. Because here's what Crocs don't tell you. All that cushioning, that fat, foamy sole, it kills your foot's connection to the ground. Your arches stop working. Your toes stop gripping. Your ankles get lazy. Meanwhile, your brain is like, hello? Where's the ground? Where are my sensors? Your balance fades. Your reflexes dull. Your whole kinetic chain starts to collapse. You got people out here complaining about knee pain, hip pain, lower back pain, all while wearing bright purple Crocs they swear are so comfortable. Comfortable? Yeah, in the same way that numbing cream is comfortable. You're not feeling anything. You're walking blind from the ground up. And then, let's talk about Crocs in the gym. You ever seen this? Somebody out here trying to deadlift in Crocs, doing squats in Crocs, like trying to do battle wearing a beanbag chair strapped to your feet. Zero lateral support, zero arch engagement, zero toe function. But hey, at least they come in your favorite team colorway, right? And look, I'm not here to hate on your backyard slip-ons. Crocs got their lane. Take out the trash, step into the yard, let your dog out. Cool. But living in them, training in them, building your foundation in them, nah. That's like building a house on quicksand and expecting the roof not to collapse. Meanwhile, here come the Vibrams. Everybody want to laugh. What are those? They look like monkey feet. They look like alien feet. They look like you about to climb a tree and hunt for coconuts. And maybe I am. Maybe I'm about to do something real. Because here's the thing. Vibrams aren't about style, they're about function. Each toe has its pockets, which means each toe learns to move, grip, splay, and stabilize. The sole is thin but tough, which means you get ground feedback while still protecting from rocks and glass. There's no elevated heel, no arch support crutch, no soft cushion, making your feet weak. Vibrams force your feet to wake up. They force your brain to reconnect. They make your arches strong again. They train your calves, ankles, and tendons to spring with power instead of plodding like zombies. And yeah, you're gonna get some looks. You're gonna get people asking questions. But here's the secret. The people who laugh first, they're the same ones coming to you later asking, yo, where you get those from? They're the same ones limping out of the gym with knee braces while you out here gliding on strong feet. So call them ninja shoes, call them foot gloves, call them whatever you want. Just know this. Every animal on earth was born to feel the ground. Your ancestors didn't have Crocs. They didn't have memory foam. They had the earth, the rocks, the grass, the mud. They built arches by living. Vibrams are just a tool to reclaim that birthright so you can wear your Crocs to the grill, wear them to the mailbox. But when you're ready to train, when you're ready to reclaim your foundation, when you're ready to build real strength from the ground up, slide into those Vibrams and watch your entire chain come alive again. Because this ain't just foot health. This is your posture, your power, your balance, your freedom. And next time someone looks at your Vibrams like they're weird, look right back at the bright plastic foot buckets and ask, what are those?
We've soaked, we've stretched, we've laughed, we've unlearned. Now let's bring it home. 10 minutes, 10 movements, one foundation. Soak, massage, resistance, arch activation, barefoot walk. That's it. This is your ritual. Every day, the base matters. The base is sacred. Your feet aren't a side note. They're the blueprint to fitness and wellness. So reclaim the root, reclaim your power. This is holistic physical education. And class just started. You rise from the ground up. Subscribe to the channel, join Holistic Health Tribe, where we're rewriting the rules of wellness with ancient wisdom, real food, and daily rituals that nourish your whole body. This isn't just a channel, it's a movement. Before you go, tap all the buttons. The notification, like, share, comment, and subscribe.